Good, good. So we're really excited for season 2. We're looking forward to seeing tonight. What's it been like working with the new showrunners?
Oh, you know, it's been a little bit of kind of like a hit the ground running sort of thing, you know. They've got a lot of great ideas, and I think that their backgrounds really lend to what our show can become. So I'm really excited about the second season. Also, I'm excited to get on season 2B. We go back and start filming after hiatus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're really fun.
When do you go back to film that?
I believe sometime late January.
Late January? Okay, good. So Luke's an interesting character because he's the only one that we know currently who's transitioned from Shadowhunter to Downworlder, Oppressor to Oppressed, and now he's kind of re-exposed to the Shadowhunter society. Do you think we're going to see him struggle with that?
I don't know if you're going to see him struggle with it. I think what you will see is sort of like when a parent can see that their child is doing something that maybe they shouldn't be doing, but they know that they can't really tell the child because the child's going to do whatever they want anyway.
Right.
I think that's what you're going to see, that kind of guidance from Luke. He wants to step in and maybe he wants to say something, but he kind of knows better because he knows what's going to happen. He knows everything about the Shadow World and Idris and how the Clave operates. So he's not too keen on giving advice that's going to disrupt the way the Clave does it.
How does Maya affect Luke and Clary's relationship, and how does Luke feel about her being around Simon since he's a vampire?
You know, I think Maya's relationship with Luke is one of, you know, if I can liken it to anything, I would say that Maya would be sort of like someone that kind of Luke took under his wing and wants to kind of help in her development as a downloader and help since she transitioned. Whereas Clary is more his daughter, and you know, someone he's innately going to protect and look after. Now, whether or not that's going to interfere in his relationship with Maya, is going to interfere with his relationship with Clary, we'll have to wait and find out. But I think there's definitely, like, you know, seeds of that being planted. You're definitely going to want to pay attention to how those two relationships develop. Now, as for Maya getting along with Simon, the fact that Simon's a vampire and a newly transformed Downworlder, I think that Luke sees a similar, kind of like a similarity between the way Maya was brought into the Downworld and the way that Simon was. So I think that he sees that they can probably help each other out. I don't know if he's going to be introducing them to do that, but
right.
I think he sees that you know, that friendship will probably help each other, help itself.
Good. So view it as a strength.
Yeah, definitely. That's something to
Okay, so this came from a fan, and she would like to know, who would your dream co-star be, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Yes.
How old's the fan?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to give a reference that they're not going to get. Or they're going to know, but...
I think she looked like she was probably late teens, early 20s.
Okay. Fair enough. You know what, honestly, the 6 people that I work with are a dream to work with, so any one of those 6 would probably be anybody that I would love to be able to be in a standalone movie or series with. So
Okay,
you take your pick.
Now you've got me curious because I'm older. So who are you going to say as far as the reference?
I was going to say the actress from Harold and Maude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't she in Any Which Way But Loose?
I
Wasn't
think
she the
so.
mother? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say because she was just so like brash and she hated the actor.
That's awesome. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies growing up. So I just always thought she was hilarious.
Yeah. So what is Luke's journey going forward? Will he be confessing his love for Jocelyn anytime soon?
I think the love between Luke and Jocelyn has already been established, and you know that it's there just based off of like his devotion toward her and the family, and the Frey family. But he's going to be declaring anything, because I think the way that things are now, you'll get a sense that it's just there,
Right.
that it's not something new that has to be kind of developed. You'll get a sense that they've always had this, and but you'll see a lot more development in that area as the episodes go on.
And Luke's journey for this season?
It's gonna hit a bumpy road at one point. It's not that it wasn't bumpy last season, but I think at one point you're gonna see him really have to come to grips with a couple things and move forward, and how he moves forward through that. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does it.
I look forward to that. And then this is another fan question. How are the characters affected by Victor's arrival, and will we see Luke and Victor scenes together?
I think the Shadowhunters, they don't have a choice, so they have to kind of fall in line with it. They may not like it because they're having somebody kind of take over their institute for the second time, because Lydia did it last time. So they're like, it's almost like a team with a new head coach. It's like, can we just get one coach and keep it?
Right.
So you get that, but the downworld, as you're going to see in this episode, the downworld definitely takes advantage. Sorry. We're moving something.
Right.
The downworld, based on Victor's actions in the first episode of the second season, right away you see where he and the downworld stand.
Okay.
Like, just right away you're gonna see what he thinks of the downworld and what the downworld thinks of him.
Oh, awesome.
Immediately. Like, you're gonna know, immediately. And as far as Luke and Victor scenes, there's a nice foundation, there's a nice setup for that. So the possibility of that is from the first episode of the second season, there's definitely a huge possibility of that. But whether or not that's going to happen, I don't know.
Okay.
But the seeds are there, like I said.
All right. And then our final question, we're called Talk Nerdy with Us, so we want to know what it is that you nerd out about.
I'm going to go on the stand here. Are we on this slide?
Yep.
I am the world's foremost nerd expert. Lay it down for anybody. You want to challenge me? Come at me. What do you want to know about? The only area that I cannot speak of is Star Trek, because for whatever reason it lost me. But anything else, I can wax poetic about all that. I mean, what do you want to know about? Like I said, come at me. I've been going to Comic-Con since I was a wee lad.
Oh, that's awesome.
But my favorite stuff that I like to get into is I like the show called The Venture Brothers. And it's if you like Archer, you can have an appreciation for The Venture Brothers.
Okay.
That, and also the creators of Archer, they had a show called Frisky Dingo.
Don't know that one.
I'm digging deep into my nerd. And that show was hilarious. So.
Frisky Dingo, I will have to check it out. Just based on the title alone.
To all you fellow nerds out there, I wasn't calling you out. I was just, I know you'd say the same thing. I understand. We all take our nerdiness very seriously. So I respect your nerddom, and please respect mine. I love you.
That's awesome.
We're gonna squash any kind of squabbles right now. Let's bring the nerd love together. Let's come across the aisles, Star Wars and Star Trek fans, and shake hands. And become one. Because we're all out in space together. You, me, him, all of us. All right, anyway,
That's awesome.